Our company started almost a decade back in India. We have a group of architects, engineers, interior designers and planners. We are almost 300 plus people in India today. Our interest, our expertise mostly on complex buildings like healthcare, education and museum, airports, etc. We have recently finished Bangalore International Airport interiors. It's an amazing job. It's an expansion of almost 1 million square feet. And we are focused a lot into green buildings and a lot into highly sustainable projects. 70% of our architects are focused on Revit. They're using Revit as the main platform. Since it's an integrated company, that means we have architects, we have engineers, we have interior designers. It's not just BIM only on architecture platform, but it's all in everything. So we do BIM in engineering, in structural design, we use BIM in MEP, we use BIM in architecture, interior design. KJD is one of the earliest adopters of Revit or BIM technology, and we've been using BIM for last 10 years, and we've been working with Autodesk very closely. And as I told you, since we do a lot of healthcare project, which got a lot of services, a lot of complex, we do a lot of airports, which got a lot of services and a lot of complex structure. We've been day one itself, we need a software, we need a platform which can include or which can kind of understand all these services, how they go together. And, since I'm a partner with associations like AIA and RIBA, we have a lot of conferences and I visit a lot of these offices in abroad. And one thing I realize is within each offices they have a lot of BIM implementation people, full-time, BIM managers and kind of a BIM project coordinator, etc., etc. So that's the first thing what we did it. So we have hired or we have trained our CAD manager into a BIM manager, and we hired a BIM coordinator. So that's the two things we have started as a company. So then we given training to anybody joining our company, they get a 2 weeks BIM training. So I think this training is training is very important. That is one point. Then second part, implementing the project. We kind of create a roadmap for any project before we really start the project, the documentation, meaning how far we go with the BIM technology. As I said, BIM is mostly a database. So your building becoming a database for creating documents, making BOQ, bill of quantities, making green building, how green is your building. This BIM technology get you that database. So how much information we put it before we start the project, we will have a discussion. So that way we implementing the BIM is a little more easier. As I told you, BIM technology, it's a starting point. There's so much our industry going to see next 5 years, maybe next 10 years. Today, BIM technology is already connected to 3D printing. So I am talking to my clients, very few months from now, you're going to get my schematic package as a BIM model, a 3D print. Your design development package as another 3D model. Your construction documentation package as another 3D print. So that's one level of BIM going. The second level of BIM is real 3D printing the building itself. In fact, it's a very interesting fact I want to bring it up to you, because if you look at in US, the usage of BIM is mostly with contractors. More BIM usage done by contractors than the architects and engineers. What we're trying to do, virtual reality process can be lengthier. We are using a little camera, microchip camera, and putting in the 3D print and let them to walk around the building. So the owner can use a little bit of computer mouse and understand the camera can move into the 3D print.
Some of the projects actually force us to do BIM. Let's not even say that we want to or not. It's because without them we cannot succeed. The challenges are too big, too cumbersome to deal in a two-dimensional factor. And those projects usually are multi-tiered, multi-consultant, multi-super specialty projects from airports to hospitals, with a lot of players involved to do the project. It's not just us doing the architectural and engineering part of it. It's specialty consultants here and there of different sorts supporting that, and are not locally available in the zone of Bangalore or Delhi, wherever we operate from. To get all the consultants or stakeholders as design stakeholders on the same plate, BIM helps us visualize it better. Two-dimensional drawings is read differently by different people. BIM helps us coordinate. Everybody thinks the same at the same time. We have faced that, especially in complicated projects. You can take it. Bangalore Airport is one of those projects. Terminal 3 in Delhi we did a few years ago. That's a very complicated project where you can see beyond us there were a lot of other consultants involved, and to integrate all the information in a single model, so everybody's in sync, everybody's using their real estate to design, not crossing over each other. That's very important. Another project, I'll give you an example, is healthcare projects we're doing right now. Very complicated projects. The way I see it is, it's a step ahead of a hotel project, because hotel project has services, but hospital takes it to another level where it becomes medical gases, medical equipment. All those things go in a single build environment. Right now we're doing Columbia Asia Hospital, where you can see everything in the building right away at the design phase. When you build, if that information is also transferred to the contractor, he also can visualize that with us. A lot of people talk about the costing, which is tied back to BIM. We are also doing that. The basic cost of the project is extracted from the BIM model itself.
Delhi International Airport project being a prestigious project and first of its kind in this country, nobody has envisaged or has done of such a large size, and KGD has been entrusted with PTB building, public terminal building, interiors, wherein to do a complete coordination model. Only the coordinator drawings were issued to site, wherein we were able to reduce the number of conflicts at site, as well as the schedule or the time schedule, basically the time lag happening because of the conflicts.
Government is definitely seeing the importance of BIM technology. If you ask me, I think the most important aspect of BIM technology, the reduction of wastage of material, so that when somebody documenting, he's using the BIM technology, the bill of quantities come out of it can be very, very accurate. Another aspect of the green building. Today, green building is very important because it's using much lesser energy than the usual building. So to do that, to get a much better result, if you're using the building, if you're designing the building using the technology or BIM platform, it definitely going to give you much more accurate information of how green is your building, or how much energy it is taking. So because of this aspect, a lot of time government is definitely telling the owners or our consultants to use BIM technology. So I think this is something we're really looking for our government to do here also.
We're doing probably 9 airports today in this country. We're using BIM. You can't succeed without them. We're doing at least 25, 30 hospitals all around the world today, and not even in India. In India, we are doing projects in 22 states. So sitting in only 2 cities in India, so to say. So all that forces us to use BIM more and more.